countryside of England's dark woods, there stood an old house with a history as dark as the shadows that clung to its debilitated walls. The townsfolk spoke in hushed whispers about the legend of the beast in the cellar, a creature of unimaginable horror that was said to be hidden by the reclusive owner, Victor Blackwood. Victor was a man of mysterious origins, his past obscured in the fog of rumours and speculation. The house had been in his family for generations, and he lived alone, shunning the company of the tight-knit community that surrounded him. Curiosity and fear swirled around the house like a sinister mist, and every creak of its time-worn floorboards sent shivers down the spines of those brave enough to venture near. It was a moonless night when a young journalist named Emily Grayson arrived in the old English town. Drawn by the tales of the beast in the cellar, she sought to uncover the truth that had been hidden for so long. Armed with nothing but a camera and determination to unravel the mysteries that shrouded the house, Emily crept through the overgrown garden and approached the imposing front door. The house seemed to groan in protest as Emily stepped over the threshold. The air inside was heavy with a scent of decay, and the light from her flashlight cast an eerie shadow on the walls. As she ventured deeper, the silence was broken only by the echoes of her own footsteps and the distant howls of the wind outside. The cellar door beckoned like a gateway to the unknown. Its rusty hinges protested as Emily pushed it open, revealing a staircase that descended into the bowels of the house. The air grew colder with each step, and the dampness clung to her skin like invisible fingers. The cellar was a labyrinth of forgotten secrets and discarded memories. Dust-covered furniture loomed in the darkness, and cobwebs hung like funeral veils. But it was the cage in the corner that caught Emily's attention. Within its confines, a creature huddled, its eyes gleaming with a malevolent intelligence that sent a chill down her spine. Victor Blackwood emerged from the shadows, his silhouette blending with the darkness, his eyes hollow and devoid of humanity, locked onto Emily. With his voice as cold as the grave, he spoke of a pact made long ago, a pact that bound him to the beast in the cellar. In exchange for unspeakable power, Victor fed the creature fresh victims, their anguished cries echoing through the desolate halls. As Victor rambled on, Emily's horror deepened. The beast in the cellar stirred, its monstrous form shifting within the confines of the cage. She knew she had stumbled upon a nightmare beyond comprehension, a horror that defied the laws of nature. Dread clawed at Emily's heart as she realized the truth. She was not a mere observer, but a participant in this macabre ritual. The cellar walls seemed to close in around her, and the air grew thick with the stench of death. The beast's hunger was palpable, a sinister force that demanded appeasement. In a desperate bid for survival, Emily sprinted up the stairs, the echoes of the beast's roars reverberating behind her. The mansion seemed to convulse with malevolence, its very essence pulsating with a dark power that fueled the unholy alliance between man and monster. As Emily burst out into the moonlit night, she could feel the mansion's malevolence retreating like a defeated foe. She put distance between her and the house and began to breathe a sigh of relief. She saw a figure in the distance and realized she had escaped. Smiling, she approached the figure. The man raised his head with an eerie smile. It was Victor. Emily was never seen again, and the house was satisfied. Legend endured, whispered among the townsfolk as a cautionary tale. The house stood as a silent sentinel, its secrets locked away, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to unlock the door to the horror that lurks within.